A few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Cluster.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers. Have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now Gordon on first down. A little 360. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Second down, Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Orange. Orange.
Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit!
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Set, 380.
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He finds an opening past the 40. Caught left side, Williams. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hurry up. Hey, 79. 79.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hey! Hey, Delta! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, Yard! Hey! Q! Load it! Load it!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rivers to throw it. Going underneath for Gordon. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one falls in complete position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Mayfield now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
12. Hey, Rocket.
First down, Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Rivers on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Johnson, and a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made that time by Kevin Dodd.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Donnie Jones now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hey, go orange, 5-4. Set, round 80. One now, a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Such a highly touted product out of Ohio State. Bosa has not disappointed in the NFL.
Not even close. Rookie of the year, his first season. 12.5 sacks and a Pro Bowl his second season. What's next for this guy? I say the sky's the limit, and you know how much he loves pass moves with the opposition post-game, always trying to get better.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Good. Delta. White. Hey, left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alpha! Hey, left. Is that 180? Is that 180? Load it.
Now Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. And spins away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun. Cut.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Orange.
Rivers now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Blue 90.
And they will take a knee here.